Hey guys, it's Kitty Duke here. I have a binder here in front of me, which is not a trades binder, guys. This is actually our deck binder. This is the one that has all of our decks that we're currently working on inside of it. As well as, I'm also here to let you guys know that eventually, before I do a certain thing to my head, I'm gonna show you guys what I looked like. Because I think it's just funny to do it, since I've actually never showed myself on camera. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys what decks we're currently working on. And then, after all that, eventually I'll just talk to you guys while I'm actually looking at the camera so you guys can see what I looked like. Because probably by the time I post the video, I may not look like that anymore. As well as, just a reminder, those of you who still have not picked it up, go on the Wi-Fi if you have Heart Gold or Soul Silver and pick up your Mew. He is only available until next week Saturday, which is the 30th of October. Then he will not be available after that day. So, get going on that, guys. Alright. Currently, I have a second Fortune Ladies deck being worked on. This is my Aki Senpai's Fortune Lady deck that we're working on next. We are also working on a Harpy Lady deck for her. It's almost ready to be play tested. The only thing we're missing is one dimensional prison, and then we can play test it with the way it's built right now, which I'm not too happy about, but as a budget build, it's actually, I am happy with that. The next deck we're going to be working on is Fairies. I'm trying to get her to design it specifically around a certain type of fairy deck, but right now we have the Athena Burn mixed in with a couple of counter fairies that don't really help much, but and then it's kind of like a random fairy deck, which actually I'd say might actually win depending on the play style of the person using it. Yeah, so that's the fairy one. You guys did see this Dragons deck at one point fully built. It's now torn apart until I can get the missing pieces from it. This was the Hopeless Blue Eyes deck, the Hopeless Dragon Blue Eyes version. It's been torn to shreds because of cards we need for other decks that are ready to run perfectly as they are built. Next on her list is her Psychics. We're currently working on that as well. As you can tell, some of these decks have sleeves, some don't. We're trying to get sleeves for everything, so yeah, that's not always easy. Next is a Spellcaster's deck for her. It's just a basic Spellcaster, nothing extravagant about it yet, until we can get the Spellcaster structure decks. Then it can start building much better Spellcaster versions. This is her this is basically her small deck. I call it that because everything in here is either low-level monsters or really low attackers. This deck is designed to burn out the opponent's life points as well as rescue your own. So yeah, this deck is just small monsters. Next is it's an Allure and Silent Swordsman Chaos deck. The Chaos Sorcerers are currently not in this deck because they're in my deck. We're still missing one, like level 5 Swordsman. So it's an interesting build. I mean, we want to build this deck and have it runnable for our locals, because With traps not being so heavy anymore, well, actually being even heavier, the sad part is this deck may not run that great anymore, but we're going to give it a try anyways. Next is her Princess deck. This is a deck based around Kuran and Pikiru. So, yeah, it is going to be the largest deck we run because, as you can see, all these pages right here, they're back to back, and it's already 1, 2, 3, almost 4 pages back to back. Next is going to be her Ritual deck, her End deck. We're going to try and see about fitting in another Ritual monster in besides N, the End monster, you know, Ruin. But she wants to keep this as female as possible. Next is her Zombie deck. This one, we're missing a good amount of cards before we can run it, but as soon as we can get our hands on all of them, I think we can run this deck a lot better. This is her Warrior deck that she constantly just keeps building, tearing apart, because usually I'm the deck builder for us, and she's trying to just learn to build one herself. So I told her to go ahead and start with Warriors, because Warriors has the most variety for cards wise, and it's easiest one to work with for her. Next is Insect. This deck is it's just fun. It's not going to be for competitive reasons or anything else. It's just fun. And that's what makes this deck so strange. Next one, which is going to be also another fun deck, which I might try to make a competitive one, is Earthbound. This is an Immortal deck. As you can see, I've actually got quite a good start on it. But I still need to get some more pieces to it before I can actually say it's runnable. Next, which is this whole section right here, is all just mine. These are the ones that I'm planning on running. This was all hers. This is just going to be my Chimera deck. It's going to be running basically almost like 8 Cyber Dragons, because I got 2 prototypes in it. I'm supposed to get, no, I'm sorry, it's not 8, it's 7 Cyber Dragons, basically. Because I'm supposed to have the 3 originals, the 2, Zui, or I forgot how the hell you pronounce the name. Anyways, yeah, it's supposed to have those as well, and it's going to be interesting to build, because I haven't used a Cyber deck in a long time. So I figured I might as well go back to my old roots of dueling. Okay, the next deck I have that I'm trying to work on, which is a deck that's so laughed at, is an Ojama, straight out Ojama deck. There's nothing other than to say about it than it's Ojamas. I'm working on it, building it up as quick as I can, but sad to say is an Ojama deck is not a fast deck to build. It's a slow one. Next one on my list is my Geminis. Gemini deck. I've got a good start for the monsters, magics, and traps. I've got very little. Next one, which I'm just going to probably tear this one apart again, is Lightsworn. It's like everybody in the world is running one. I'm thinking I'm just going to tear this one apart and just probably build it into an Exodia build using the Lightsworns, because as long as I dump the pieces in there, and I have like Dark Factory of Mass Production, as well as Monster Reincarnation, Pot of Avarice, things like that, I can mill them into the grave, pull them to the hand, or put them back in the deck, and my opponent will see the strategy coming. But with Lightsworns being there, it's kind of also one of those, okay, what's he really planning? Next on my list is my Spellcasters deck itself. I'm going to try and revolve around Dark Magician Girl and Dark Magicians. That's probably going to be an epic failure, but hey, worth a shot, right? Okay, this should be the last. Yeah, this is the last one on my list. Second to last actually. Ancient Gear. I haven't ran one since Ancient Gears first came out. So I thought I'd go back to that and give it another try. So I'm working on it slowly but surely. My next and final deck that I'm working on is Fabled. It's gonna be straight Fabled deck. Sad to say, I hate calling these things Fabled. These are Demon Roar gods. That was the Japanese name. So of course you can't say that in the U.S. So it goes from Demon Roar God to Fabled. I don't know how you go from 3 names to 1 name. But anyways, yeah, so I only got 3 pieces to that whole deck. And that's it for all of the decks that are currently being worked on. As you can see, it's a large amount of stuff, as well as a large amount of empty pages that are ready for new decks that will be coming out. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas that we can use, or you saw any fixes you might want to put into these, let me know. Just post comments. If you've seen a card in here you want to trade for, you can go ahead and PM me about it. I'll talk to her about it if it's one of hers or if it's one of mine. We'll find out. We'll see. It just depends. So until next time, guys, I will catch you guys later.